everyone, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am up today with a layout to celebrate Scrappy Kathy's 2,000 subscriber hop. So Kathy invited us all to participate in a hop celebrating reaching 2,000 subbies on her channel, which is amazing. I love Kathy. She's awesome. She does the best layouts and the funniest voiceovers. And I love her style. She's super eclectic. She gets so many random things on her layout and she loves it, and it's awesome. So if you don't watch her and you would like that kind of inspiration, definitely go and check her out. So I am scrap lifting a layout of Kathy's in the top left hand corner. You can see her original layout. So she had gone with a 4x4 kind of grid of hearts as a shape, and within each heart she's got some kind of ephemera or journaling or something. So I'm embracing that, but I'm using hexagons. So I actually discovered I have a set of hexagon dies that I had completely forgotten about. And so I used a whole heap of scraps from my How to Kill a Kit with Style collection, which I think most of these that I'm using now is actually open book. So I cut out a whole heap of hexagons on my die cutting machine, and I cut out two sizes, so a larger one and a smaller one. I don't know, the larger one might be just over an inch and the smaller one maybe, I don't know, a half inch. I don't know, I don't do inches. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not good at measuring without a ruler, and I'm not sitting at my scrap desk, or I would get a ruler. But anyway, besides the point. Of course, I have to swap the tape in my ATG. Always happens when I'm filming. But I've done a 5x5 grid because that was just the size of my hexagons. I have also pre-matted my whole layout on another piece of 12x12 cardstock, which again is from the open book collection. And then I stuck down the outer edge of my hexagons off screen because they do take a little bit of time. And then I just added the middle section now on screen so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. And so I've actually stuck the smaller hexagons inside the larger ones, and I've kind of put them in all different spots so they're not kind of directly in the center. And then I'm going to go through, map my photos, pop them on the page, and then go around and add ephemera into each of the hexagons. That's literally all I'm doing for this layout. It comes together not quickly. It took me about 25 minutes or so, not including the cutting out, obviously all the die cutting, but it was a very simple concept. So super happy with how this turned out. I have realized upon reflection, I didn't give myself anywhere to journal. Kathy journaled inside one of her hearts, which was super cute, and I should have absolutely left a bit of room for that. But that's okay. There's not a lot of journaling for these photos. You can sort of see them off to the right there. They're actually photos of Addison attempting to, I say play, you can imagine my air quotes that I'm doing, but you can tell that I am sorry, I just got a message, now I'm super distracted. So ignoring that, please let me refocus. Whoop, it wasn't even an important text message. You know how just sometimes your brain, you're like, oh, I see something pop up on my screen, and I'm like, oh, what's that? And then I get super distracted. Anyway, I am matting my photos on paper. The photos are of Addison playing, with my air quotes, the trombone. So we have a plastic trombone. In fact, we have two of them. If you don't already know, my partner is a musician. I also play music, but as a hobby, whereas that's what he does professionally. He's a teacher, music teacher. He plays brass instruments, and we have two plastic trombones and a plastic cornet and a plastic tuba, I think. Anyway, we have a lot of instruments in our house, but the plastic ones are super easy for the kids to lift and hold, and they're a bit more durable. Obviously, our kids are very young. Lincoln can actually make a really good sound out of a brass instrument, so we're hopeful that one day he will pick it up. But Addison is still a little bit little. In these photos, in fact, she was only 18 months old. And so she's attempting to play by just shoving her entire mouth over the mouthpiece. It's very cute. We have similar photos of Lincoln doing kind of similar things at the same age. So, it's very cute. Lincoln loves playing, so he often gets these out and just has a little toot in the lounge room. And she likes to join in, which, yes, is cute. And she ends up just making sounds through the mouthpiece, as in she's making a sound with her mouth and pretending that it's coming out of the end. She thinks that's what Lincoln is doing. And she's a bit too little to understand that she can make a noise using her lips. But anyway, she'll get there. So that's what I'm doing. I've matted my photos. I'm now going to place them on the page pretty much in the exact same place that Kathy did. I am going to pop one of my photos up on foam, and then I'm just going to come in and embellish. Now, Kathy is holding a giveaway, I'm pretty sure. I don't know the kind of rules of the giveaway. I don't know if it's international or not, but if you would go and check her out and subscribe and watch her video, I'm sure she'll tell you all the details about her giveaway. Now, her hop is going live on, I want to say it's the 8th of June. I don't know if there's a specific time that Kathy's uploading her videos. We upload our videos very late in the evening in Australia, which is very early in the morning over in the US. We do that to kind of align the days. So my video will come out on the 8th of June, but in Australia it will be at like 7 o'clock at night, and over in the US, depending where you are, obviously the US is a massive country, it's usually like 6 a.m. in the morning or something. So I don't know what time Kathy's video will be coming out, but go and check her out anyway and subscribe, and then you'll be notified when her video goes live. But she does have giveaway or giveaways, plural, not sure. So go and check her out. Plus she's awesome and she makes great content, and if you love watching Scrappy videos, I think you will really enjoy hers. I can't really tell you much else other than I'm just going through my supplies and trying to find small pieces of ephemera to add to my layout, which was actually really tricky because apart from wordy strips, which I did add a lot of, I didn't have much small ephemera in my collection. So I managed to get something on every hexagon, obviously except for the ones that are covered, because they're covered. I was going to leave off a couple of hexagons, but in the end, I didn't know where my photos were going to go, so it was just easier to cover the whole background in hexagons, even though technically you can see the teeniest, tiniest little bit of one hexagon, and then one is completely covered. But I wasn't sure, so it was just easier for me to cover the entire background. And then, yeah. So yes, I did end up covering essentially 2 hexagons, but that's okay, because I have enough paper anyway. So yeah, I'm really just going through my stash and finding the bits I can that kind of work with my layout. So I've got a mix of chipboard, stickers and ephemera. And I've got a few little florals that I had that were small enough. I've got a couple of love hearts, and I've got quite a few word strips, both in sticker form and chipboard form. But again, I'm trying to find things that are small enough. So I could definitely have had some pieces kind of hang over the hexagons, which I do with some of the word strips, but I mean kind of larger ephemera pieces, but I just didn't want them to detract from my photos. So yeah, that's why I was trying to keep them very small. And my photos have that kind of vintagey tone to them. It's because of the colour of my floorboards. They're that kind of old 80s yellow stain on the floorboards. I don't actually know how old a house is, 70s maybe, 80s, I don't know, but it could even, I don't know, the floors could be stained older than that. I can't remember the actual age of our house, but it's that kind of older style wood flooring, real wood flooring, but the staining is that sort of more yellowy colour. So the trombone is orange, so it gives the photos that kind of vintagey feel. And then, yeah, that sort of, I felt, went quite well with this Maggie Holmes open book collection. I did pull some other things from some of the other collections that I have, but it's mainly open book. So here I am going through the floral pack. I actually have a full floral pack. I randomly found this in a shop, online actually, and I purchased it because why not? I loved open book. So I am determined to use all of this up, but I couldn't use any large floral pieces on this page, and there wasn't that many smaller ones that kind of worked with the colour schemes here, and yeah, I just wanted to keep them nice and dainty, and there wasn't that many smaller ephemera pieces in this pack. I don't really have much else to tell you. This is quite a long video for me. So a voiceover of 11 minutes or 12 minutes, however long this video is actually quite long. And I probably should have edited some of this out, but I didn't. This is completely kind of, it's sped up double time, but everything is left in. And so you can definitely, I guess, get the real sense of how long this takes, but it's a long time to do a voiceover. So tell me, what's news with you guys? What's happening? If you're still here at this part of the video, let me know. Give me a thumbs up, or I don't know, a smiley emoji or something, to let me know that you're still here, you're still listening, you've made it this far. I know most people don't watch this far through videos, but you know, I still I still like to think some of you stick there till the end. So what else to tell you? So as I said, I'm sticking down all the ephemera pieces. I didn't pop very many up on foam actually. I'm trying to keep my layouts relatively flat, which I know is not as interesting because it doesn't have as much dimension to the layout, but it's just more practical from a space perspective. I'm fast running out of spaces for albums, and with my family getting bigger, not bigger, we're not having any more children, I mean older, like the things that they want get larger, and the kind of quantity of toys and stuff in our house increases, and I just need my albums to not take up too much room. I kind of have a finite amount of space that they can live, and so I'm trying to be really conscious of that. So I'm just trying not to add too much bulk is the moral of that story. I don't want to add too much bulk to my layouts. So I'm definitely only popping a few things up on foam, but otherwise leaving everything pretty much flat. Obviously I have some chipboard and things like that, which, you know, naturally has some dimension to it, but I'm leaving it pretty flat. So here is my close-ups. Make sure you go and check out Kathy's channel in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.